Good morning, second grade students. So today for math, for lesson 16, you watched the video on comparing two 3-digit numbers using the greater than, less than, and equal sign. So today we're going to be going through the homework sheet that goes with lesson 16. So we're going to first focus on number 1. So number 1 says, draw the following numbers using place value discs on the place value charts. And then it says to answer the questions below. So first let's look at A here. So A, we need to place 241 using place value discs on our chart. So let's start with our ones place, which we have 1. So we're going to put one circle with 1 in it. Our tens place, we have 4. So we're going to put 4 discs in here. And these ones we're going to label 10. And then lastly, our hundreds place, we have 2. So we're going to put 2 in here. And these ones we're going to label 100. All right, let's move on to B then. So we have the number 412. So let's again start with our ones place. We have 2. So this time we're going to draw 2 circles and put 1 in each. For our tens place, we have 1. So we're going to draw 1 circle and put 10 inside. And then for our hundreds place, we have 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, we'll label these with 100 in each. All right, and then lastly, let's look at C. So again, our ones place, we have 4. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, and 4 circles. Our tens place, we have 2. And in our hundreds place, we have 1. All right, so now that we have filled out our place value charts, now it's asking us in D to order the numbers from least to greatest. So we want smallest to largest. So we're going to look at our 3 numbers up here. And we need to pick the smallest numbers. So 241, 412, and 124. We know our smallest number is 124 because our hundreds place is the smallest. So we're going to put 124. Then we need the next number up. So we've already used this one. So now between 241 and 412, we know it's going to be 241 because of our hundreds place. And then lastly, that leaves us with 412. All right, so then let's move on to number 2. So number 2 says circle less than or greater than. So then we want to whisper the complete sentence. So in A, we have 112 is less than or greater than 135. So let's remember that with our less than and greater than, the direction that it's facing is very important. So remember the open end, so this part right here, wants to eat the bigger number. So then if it was facing this way, we would want our bigger number on the right side. So again, we had 112 is less than or greater than 135. So we know 135 is bigger than 112. So we would say 112 is less than 135. All right, let's try B. 152 is less than or greater than 157. So we know that 7 is bigger than 2. So we know 157 is greater than 152. So for this one, we would say 152 is less than 157. All right, let's try C together. So 214 is less than or greater than 204. So we know 214 is going to be bigger than 204. So this time when we write our sentence, we need to say 214 is greater than 204. All right, let's try D together. 475 is less than or greater than 457. Now this one's a little bit tricky because our hundreds are the same, but they flipped around 7 and 5 and 5 and 7. So we know that our tens place is bigger in 475 than 457. So we know 475 is bigger than 457. So for this sentence, we would say 475 is greater than 457. Now, E is a little bit different. E says 300 plus 60 plus 5 is less than or greater than 635. So for this one, we need to add these together. So we know our hundreds is 3. Our tens place is 6. And our ones place is 5. So just like in D, our 6, so we have 6 in our tens place. Here we have 3 in our tens place. And we have 5 in our ones place for both. But our hundreds is different. So we know 6 is bigger than 3. So we know that 635 is going to be a bigger number. So 365 is less than 635. All right, and our last one, F, we have 4 tens and 2 ones is less than or greater than 24. So we know 4 tens, and then we have our 2 ones, so that makes 42. So 42 is less than or greater than 24. So our numbers are just flipped around. So in 42, 4 is in our tens place, and in 24, 2 is in our tens place. So we know that 42 is going to be greater than 24. All right, now for number 3, it is asking us to write the greater than, the less than, or the equal sign for these. So let's focus on these 4 for right now. All right, so A, we have 199. So we know 100 is 1 more than 99. So remember, we want the bigger side, we want the open side to be pointing towards the bigger number. B, we have 316, and we have 361. So remember, in our tens place, we have 6, and then we have 1. So we know 361 is going to be our bigger number. So this time, we are going to have our greater than sign facing the other way. All right, C, we have 523, and then we have 525. So we know 525 is 2 more than 523. So again, our greater than is going to be pointing towards 525. All right, let's end with D here. So we have the number 602, and then we have 602 written out. So if we were to put this into number form, we would have 600. We have no tens place, so 0 and 2 for our ones place. So 602 and 602, we know are equal to each other. All right, and that is our homework sheet for today's lesson.